Hello everybody, I am Tom, and you are watching me play Cyberpunk. I just got a message. I was literally about to start and the message popped up. Hey, Mitch here, we're holding a funeral for Scorpion and others. I thought maybe you'd want to come along, say goodbye, fire a rifle in the air and on the floor and so on. Sure. I would like to do that. I'll go and see them, I guess. I'm actually tempted to go see them, like, right now and see if that's a thing that I can do immediately. Because it may be a thing where, like, you do a mission and then you can't do it again. And I'm right near a fast travel point. I was going to do a side mission, specifically one for Sandra, who is the girl we actually rescued in the introductory mission. She contacted us directly. I'm interested in finding Saul and or Panam. I don't think Panam's likely going to be here. Oh, hey Saul.
You hear about Santiago? Used to be a nomad. A long time ago.
Ever heard of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Why is folks suddenly recollecting Santiago?
A friend of mine did a job with him once.
That's one old friend you got. He's a legend, all right. Wouldn't say he was my role model, but, well, he was the man for his time and place.
Don't think he was all he was cracked up to be.
They say he was a big city nomad, best of both worlds. Except there ain't no such thing. You're either loyal to your family, or you ain't.
Doesn't loyalty to your friends count for something?
Maybe it does, but then you end up like Santiago. He snuffed it because some lunatic wanted to blow Arasaka to smithereens. What a friend.
It's a fair point. I guess maybe there isn't. There's a Ripper dock here. I'm interested to see.
Fuck you!
Fuck you too. I did accidentally walk into him. But I am interested to see whether or not we can do this funeral.
Recommend any chrome in particular?
You know, Cyberpunk plantation's like buying shoes. Everyone needs something different. A net runner won't have the same needs as a solo. But if you spend a lot of time in the Badlands, it's worth investing in cloaking gear. Hollow skin, active camo, what have you. Compared to the city, surrounding area might look deserted. But less folk doesn't mean you'll be safer. Here's what I recommend. Move quietly. Don't draw too much attention, else things can get real
active
ugly
camo
real quick.
Want to get myself chipped.
Straight to the point. I like it.
Active camo, you say? Well, it's not in there. Alright, we're back. He didn't have anything particularly interesting. He had a few upgrades that I could have got, but like upgrades to things I already have, you know what I mean? He didn't have active camo that he was suggesting, but that's something I want to find. If I can get camo skin, I want camo skin. So I may actually go Ripper dog hunting.
See? Hello?
Doesn't seem like you get a lot of customers, huh?
True, but I get by for my regulars.
How's that? They buy a new iron every week?
They bring them in for repair. The sand, it gets into every opening, every little crack.
I
You
hate
gotta
sand.
take them apart. Air blast
Gets
them every
everywhere.
once in a while. If you don't, well, might eventually find yourself wishing you did.
Want to see what you got in stock?
Browse to your heart's content.
Oh, hello.
Hi there, V.
How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled.
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me.
No complications with Kang Tao.
So far, so good. They sent another patrol around the station, but they're dead set that it was Raffen that downed their AV and attacked Hellman's guards. Station's proprietor's sticking to that version, so we're covered for now.
Good.
How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled.
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me.
Okay, so I found Panam. Now I need to find Mitch. I guess there'll be the green dots, right? The green dots are effectively people that I can properly communicate with. Well, apparently this is my place.
I hate sun. It is coarse, rough, irritating, and it
Gets everywhere. That's exactly the joke I was making before. Thank you, dude. I love it when they make the same joke that I made. So I'm probably have cut most of that out. I didn't end up really doing anything. But I ran around and talked to some people. I'll leave those sections in. But I was looking for Mitch because he sent me that message, but I couldn't find him, so I don't know what's going on there. But what we are going to do is full disclosure, which is a mission here. Alright, so the mission we're going on involves Sandra Dorset, who is the incredibly rich woman because she had private, I can't remember the name of what they're called, but they're like the super high-end, like insurance effectively, that saved her life. But they're in the scav nest that we did with Jackie at the start of the game. But she contacted us. And I think I can actually probably check the messages too. There we go, Sandra Dorset. Hey, it's Sandra Dorset, the one you saved from the scavengers. After what happened, I got the feeling I can trust you. Would you be up for retrieving a little something for me? I'll pay, of course, but it's kind of a sensitive matter, so I'd rather not get a fixer involved. It's my databank. The scavenger must have taken it while they were keeping me there. It was still connected to the net, so I traced it before they caught on and switched it off. I'm sending you the coordinates. Call me if you find it. I'd be super grateful. P.S. Data's confidential. I trust you won't access it. We have another car for sale. Wakako has another car for sale. I'm going to go through these messages. Regina has a car for sale as well, I believe. Indeed. Another car for sale. Pan Am family. Oh. Been thinking a lot about these things, about the shit with Saul, about Mitch and Scorpion, about the family I had, lost, left, adopting. Didn't know it would be this fucking complicated. I get what's happening to me. I'm in the city, free to do whatever I want with my life, but fuck, am I really free? If I left my old life just because things started to get a little inconvenient, that would mean that I'm always just going to be running. Does that make sense? Maybe Mitch was right, you should go back, settle everything once and for all. Interesting. And then we have Takamura. Good yakitori, Night City. Tempura, Night City, cheap. Udon, Night City, tasty ramen. Is there anything to eat in this wasteland? I can give you a few pointers. How about Mexican food? Right near Mama Wells Bar in the Glen, there's a place that serves the best tamales in the world. An interesting proposition. I assume Mama Wells is related to your friend. His mother, yeah. I see. Interesting. And Capitan has a car for sale. And Sebastian Padre has a bike for sale. And I think that's all the messages I had. I don't read the car messages when they pop up. So every now and then when I actually go in and want to read a message, I clear them all out. So they're marked as read. But this over here is apparently... Hey. There's a green walk symbol. Someone should call the cops. Regina, hello.
Introducing Alois Decan, a deadbeat with a pretentious name. Garth broke my trust and skipped town. Well, fuck him. Only thing I care about now is the data he left in NC. Specifically, what's on his comp. Check the attachment, you'll see what to do.
Let's have a look. Thievery, steal Eloise Deakin's laptop. Location, housing back on Eisenhower Street. Details. Eloise Deakin, the corpo megaprick who cheated me, and not only me, there's a whole city out there who wants to get his hands on this guy. As they say, the fate of a traitor is sealed at the time of his betrayal. But that interests me beyond my vengeance is Alois's datapad and, well, the data on it. Our trader picked up and fucked off right out of Night City so fast he left his gear in town. Just 20 minutes ago, I got a login ping from his camp on Eisenhower Street, local there. Over there and grab his device. Once you get it, we take advantage of this confused mess. Cool, I might do that after I do this job. I'm looking for Sandra's stuff, though. Interesting. What's interesting is the fact that I can't double jump at the moment. I'm gonna try saving and loading, and we'll see if that fixes it. Alright, we're back. So I figured out the problem.
Fuck!
You notice here I'm standing right in the middle of these guys. I can sprint into them. They can't do anything to me. I think it still thinks I'm in a safety zone, which is interesting. I think I might know how to fix it. But that's why it's not letting me, like, it's not letting me pull weapons or anything either, and I can't heal. So I think it's under the impression that I'm perpetually in a safety zone, which is interesting. Particularly interesting, by the way, because I'm thinking of things that you could do in a speedrun, or a glitch run with this. The fact that I can, like, make myself effectively invulnerable, like I can run straight in here. These police don't care. They just don't give a shit. Alright, so we're back. I can double jump, and I can shoot. I really don't know what caused that bug. It's very interesting to me that that bug even exists, to be perfectly honest. And I think it seemed to be something to do with a safety zone. So there are certain zones that you can go to that are quote-unquote safety zones. I'm not going to be able to make it over this trash, am I? Nope. Oh, fuck, I'm dying again. So there are certain areas that are called, like, safety zones, and they're effectively, like, places where you can, not do damage. Like, you can't shoot people, they're safe places for you, you don't take damage, all that kind of stuff. But what's interesting is that I was stuck in the safety mode, or the safety zone mode, just flat out. Like, there was nothing I could do about it, which is interesting. Nevertheless, I can redo what I did without much trouble, so it's not the end of the world. Notably, sell this crap. Sell my junk. Cool. Our weight's down a bit. And then we fast travel. Up. Yeah, alright. There it is. It's up here. So that was a weird one. That's the first bug I've had that I would call game breaking. It was actually like, if that persisted, I could not play the game effectively. So that's the first time I've actually had that, but interesting. Find Sandra's databank. That's what we want to do. See, he gets annoyed because I went too close to him. That didn't happen last time. Interesting. Very interesting. And Regina will give us a call. We already heard.
Alois Decan, a deadbeat with a pretentious name. Garnt broke my trust and skipped town. Well, fuck him. Only thing I care about now is the data he left in NC. Specifically, what's on his comp. Check the attachment. You'll see what to do.
And indeed we have the attachment. We already read that. I reckon I can make that. Or not. I don't know why I'm feeling the need to get onto the roof, but I am. Well. That was a thing. I feel I can get up there. Nevertheless. Alternatively, I could go up the easy way. Interesting. Scavs. I finally hit the point of actually doing the mission that I planned to do at the start as like a little mission to just do at the start. That was another way in. Apparently a camera. Interesting. There's a joy toy there. Makes sense, I suppose. May as well grab some things. BD E9E9 BD. Nice. I guess it wants me to go downstairs, right? Now this is technically a theft job. So I'd be better off stealing shit without getting found, I think. Cool. There's at least two dudes there.
Okay, fuck. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
He's going upstairs.
Who would have thought?
Corpo or not, without Chrome, we all look like the same idiotic, bullet-ridden sacks of meat.
Indeed. Well, I got Alois's backpack. That's something. I may just take him out to make it easier on myself. Don't really care about killing scavs, if I'm being perfectly honest, so like... It seems like I've actually cleared this place out relatively thoroughly. And I did like two missions at once, effectively. But now I'm down here. We may as well, like, loot the whole place, right? Seems stupid not to. Interesting. But this place is interesting. It means that Ripperdoc is probably working with scavs, right? That would be the implication. That's where he's getting his materials, is from scavengers. There's a Joy Toy there too. But theoretically, I can sneak around them. I wonder if it's on the upper levels? I think I pretty thoroughly searched the upper levels, right? There wasn't anything up here. So it's on this level somewhere. It's interesting that this is actually like a proper find the thing mission. I suppose what we've had thus far, which is like it'll point you pretty much exactly where you need to go. If I'm going to take these guys out, I need to take those two on the outside out first. Because, not that I blame her, but I imagine is that it there? Oh, you're cracked out of your mind, it doesn't matter. Some shards you find in the world will contain information hidden behind data encryption measures. To decrypt a shard, first either open it through the notification when you acquire it, or find it later in the Shards tab under Journal in the main menu. Then select Crack Security, unlock secrets. Good to know. I think I can pretty easily get the hell out of here. I could kill the scavs, or we could just get the hell out. Well, that was cool. I did two at once, effectively. First things first, let's call Sandra, shall we?
V. You're V, right? You find the databank?
Someone's back in tip-top shape. Trauma must have put you back together in no time.
Yep. Good as new. Still, if not for you, wouldn't have been anything left to put back together. Never got the chance to thank you properly. Wasn't there someone else with you? Big guy? Whenever you get a chance, tell him I said thanks.
Jackie's, sure. I'll pass it on. Knowing Jackie, though, he'd probably take that as his cue to ask for your number and call you up for a date. But that'll never happen because Jackie, never mind. Sure you got a lot on your plate.
Is everything okay?
Sure, yeah, of course.
So, did you find my databank?
Right to the chase, huh? Well, you'll never guess where I found it. A scav hunt. Sandra, you there?
Yeah, it's just that. Well, ever since they told me what happened, I just can't stop seeing them. I figured they must have had it. But, you know, it's not like I was gonna go looking for it myself after. I keep telling myself it's over. The ones who took me are gone.
Listen, you got Trauma Team Platinum. You couldn't be in better hands. I'm sure they already fixed the Sig Jammer exploit.
True. But who knows what the scavs will cook up next time? Anyway, that's all in the past now. Got bigger fish to fry.
You want to talk about it?
It's nothing. Just bring the data bank to my apartment. Sending you the address now.
Thanks.
Cool, so let's go meet up with Sandra then, shall we? Also, while we're here, I may as well... Sorry, I wanted to go journal. There was a gig that I just did. Right here. So let's track that one first. Because usually they give you a drop point relatively close to where you did relatively close to where you did the job. Having said that, I think you can just do it at any drop point.
Preem, V. Exactly the tech I wanted. Thanks. Get closed.
Sweet. So I got 2 birds with 1 stone in that one, but I actually want... Whoops. I actually want to go into my journal, and I want to do this one, and actually meet with Sandra, and she's, like, relatively close. Her apartment's... I guess I'm not surprised that it's here, in the middle of all the corpo buildings, because she's clearly a corpo, but... I think you probably have to be to have Trauma Team Platinum. That was what it was called, by the way. I was trying to think of the name of it before. Trauma Team Platinum is the, I mean, I was going to say insurance, which is effectively what they are, but... It's also interesting that you have all of this kind of rich high society and these skyscrapers and stuff, and then there's like a back alley that's just a shit show. It's good world building to have this kind of thing... Like, out of sight, out of mind, almost. Where it's like... There's this disparity between them that's really clear if you're paying attention, but I think for most people walking the streets, they don't really notice this shit. Like, they just kind of... They just fucking wall it off and like, yeah. It's interesting. Wide open road, sand, dirt, mountains. It ain't much. But still one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Thank you. If you never eat anything, you know where to find us. Good to know. So in this current save file, I haven't actually gone back and spoken to Pan Am or Saul yet, which is good to know. I need to remember to go do that at some point. I may even do it at the end of this video just so it's done. I won't leave it in the video because we've already done all the conversations, but I want to get them done so they're done in the game state, if that makes any sense. So the game knows that I've spoken to them in case that comes up at any point later. Interesting. The apartment isn't as good as I was expecting for someone like her. Is this a trap?
Sandra! It's me, V. Got your databank. Sandra! You in there?
Are you alone? Can anyone follow you?
What does it look like?
Come on. Don't like leaving the door open.
Still worried about the scavs? My, friend told me your memory'd be scraped clean.
The scavengers? No, I'm worried about... no, it doesn't matter. You bring the data bank?
It is nice digs.
Nice place you got here. Tasteful.
Thanks.
Give me
It's not
something
the
to
scavs
work
you're worried
with
about
here.
than who?
Look, I didn't pay you to come here and ask me personal questions.
Hey, you mentioned it. Besides, I saved your life. That isn't worth anything?
It was worth whatever you got paid. Don't pretend I wasn't just another small-time job for you. Now, did you bring the data bank?
Here. Don't worry, it's completely intact.
When someone tells me not to worry, it usually means they're hiding something. You wouldn't happen to have seen what's inside, would you?
I'm a professional. I have a reputation to uphold.
Good. Then here you go, for your professionalism. I threw in a little extra for minding your own data.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
I'll be honest, I was expecting more money. Intriguing.
Red Menace, Purple Force, it's us cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected.
They're watching me. And not just on the net, some shady looking types followed me all the way to work today. When I finally walked up the nerve to turn around and face them, they vanished. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but I think they're speaking Russian? I'm starting to get a little freaked out. Interesting. So there was definitely some stuff there if I'd snooped, but as V put it, I'm a professional. Also, I say as I'm snooping around her house. But as V put it, she's a professional. At least when it comes to direct work. So, as I said, I probably want to go talk to the... we're seeing what, 44 minutes? Take out some... Yeah, interesting. I don't know how this is actually going to end up being cut up, so I don't know whether or not we're currently sitting at like a short episode, which we might be. I'm like nearly an hour in my recording, but there was a bit of piss fighting around with me trying to figure out what was happening with bugs and such. So it may end up being shorter than that. I think what I'm gonna do is end it here, because in the off chance that it does end up being a relatively long episode, I don't want to do something else and make it way too long, if that makes any sense. There we go. That was the message we got before, so we now have all the messages. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here, so thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And with that, wet dream. Be the dream or the dreamer. Alright then. But as I said, I'm gonna go off camera, go talk to Saul and Pan Am again. Hopefully that doesn't break my game again, we'll see. I don't expect it will, but who knows. I'm not entirely sure what I did to cause that bug, so I'm gonna try and not recreate it, but it's hard when you don't know what you did in the first place. Interesting. Like a slum, like right underneath the Metropolitan there. It's like surrounded by skyscrapers and there's just this slum here full of scavengers. Interesting. Anyway, see you next time, guys.